Introducing first in the corner to my left, fighting out of Mayfield Heights, Ohio. With an official weight of 215 pounds, he is excellence personified, Brian Carson. And his opponent to my right, fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio. With an official weight of 199 pounds, here's the catch pajamas, the bee's knees, the whole shebang, Johnny Wrestling, the king of Cleveland, Johnny Gargano!
There's the bell, and folks, they are rocking and rolling here. Singles action as excellence personified Brian Carson takes on a guy with a whole bunch of catchphrases, but he doesn't even need them anymore because when you hear the name Johnny Gargano, you know that's Johnny Wrestling in there.
That is Johnny Wrestling. And Brian Carson, the excellent executioner.
I think this is a huge opportunity, and that's what Fresh Meat is all about. Huge opportunities. Brian Carson, a graduate of the AIW Wrestling School, Wrestling Academy.
Johnny Gargano's the head trainer.
That's right, Johnny Gargano. This is teacher and student here. Now listen, I'm an old man, but I think Brian Carson might have a little bit of an age advantage on Johnny Gargano, maybe getting started a little bit later in life. But some of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Dan Spivey started late. DDP started late.
Terry Funk.
Terry Funk's still wrestling, still keeping it real.
He's going to wrestle here in 2 weeks.
He's going to do something here. I don't know what. Whenever...
You don't think he's going to wrestle? He may say he's not going to wrestle, but that man can't not wrestle. Or at least fight somebody.
Whenever the hardcore legend shows up, you never know what's going to happen, but I do know this. A win here by Brian Carson is going to skyrocket his career. Not only here in AIW, but he could pretty much write his ticket anywhere.
Oh, that would be huge.
All you'd have to do is call Gabe, call Paul, call anybody with a name that has 4 letters, and he can get those books
John.
that Johnny had, sure.
Yep. Oh, wait. Now, since these are all... oh, he's going for a sharpshooter. I'm surprised.
And Gargano going for the Gargano escape.
But a student reached the ropes, which is like something that Johnny teaches very early on.
I was going to postulate here, of course, a competitor like Brian Carson, you know, less than 10 matches under his belt coming in here, taking on not only a wrestler the caliber of Johnny Gargano, but also the man who is his trainer. You got to think that there's butterflies in the stomach. You're worried you're going to make a mistake, but so far, he has been taking it and in there, step for step, hold for hold, move for move with Johnny Gargano.
What I like about him, though, is that he's on the outside, taking a break. He's not afraid to let the match slow down, and maybe he can start to dictate the pace a little bit.
Oh, sure. As soon as this match goes to Gargano's pace, it's over for Carson, in my opinion.
I mean, I've managed Gargano in the past in other places, and it was the worst experience of my life because he goes so fast, I never know when to try to cheat.
Maybe cheat when he's taunting?
Johnny taunts fast. I mean, he's just... He's the best. He's the best that we have in AIW, and everybody is calling that out over the past several years.
But is the excellence personified? That's the question I have. Sends him off, and Gargano takes Carson down.
Johnny Wrestling!
Isn't Johnny Wrestling, that's a play off that Johnny football guy?
Yeah, that sure is.
How's his season working out so far?
He's in rehab.
Oh, really?
No, that was last year. Uh-oh. Well, his season isn't going as good as Johnny Gargano's season.
Oh, sure. Johnny Gargano's all over the place.
Brian Carson!
He was just on my internet this past Wednesday. I was watching him. I do want to say this, rookie mistake there. He did hook the legs, but he did not pull back just that little tiny bit more to put some added pressure across the shoulders against Johnny Gargano.
He hooked the leg, he didn't hook the trunks. That was his mistake.
And you're talking about a guy, now wait a minute, are you talking, with all this talk here, hooking the legs and pulling the tights, wow, did you just see him crack his head right on the ring post? This could be all for Carson. But what I was saying was, the way you keep talking about this, are you looking to get back into the managerial game, and do you have your eye on excellence personified?
I'm always looking at some fresh meat. You know.
Earlier this afternoon you were doing that.
Well, it's all day, every day. But look at, I want to know, because Johnny Gargano kind of the pick of the litter here. He could choose any of his students to wrestle here at Fresh Meat. Why did he pick Brian Carson? Is it because he sees the most potential in Brian Carson, or is it because he thinks he could get the easiest win over Brian Carson?
I think that's the way you think. I don't think that's the way Johnny Gargano thinks. I think Gargano is more of a mindset. He's all about the spirit of competition. He probably saw this young man as somebody who could use a little bit of extra seasoning and, kind of throwing him into the wolves, if you will, by starting him off here in his AIW singles career against arguably one of the best wrestlers in the world.
Oh, no, he played him. And look at Johnny. I knew it. He doesn't respect Brian Carson. And he's telling us here that we aren't supposed to respect him either. I like that. That's a side of Johnny that I haven't seen in years. Cocky attitude like that. That's what brought him to the dance. And believe me, LFC, this is the dance.
I'd rather hear 100 speeches like that out of you than one out of some
Brian
other
Carson?
guy in New England who does stuff like that. Gargano now pulling Carson back up to his feet. Carson showing he's got some life left in him. And Gargano knocks it right out of him with an elbow right to the back of the head.
Yeah, that's too bad. Brian Carson. Johnny Carson. If they were a tag team, they'd be Johnny Carson.
Oh,
that's a dated reference.
Not dated for me. That's contemporary.
Well, you haven't dated anyone in a long time.
That's been about 15 years. I had a good run.
Not me. I never got going. Johnny, though, he's wrapping him up.
You talked about some cockiness out of Gargano, maybe.
Where's Brian Carson's family?
Oh, he wants to know where the Carson family is.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to break his fingers.
Oh, he's going to break Carson's fingers in front of his family.
You're talking about a side of Johnny Gargano we haven't seen.
Look, and that's how he's teaching these young punks today. Break his fingers. Do us all a favor. Make sure he can't get back in the ring. This kid doesn't have it.
Somebody better get security over in the crowd.
Look at Carson's great-grandfather stood up. He's got a cane and a walker. He wants to get in the ring. I think he'd have a better chance against Gargano than Brian Carson does.
Again, I don't know why Johnny Gargano would do this to one of his students. You mentioned before, I don't know what is awoken in Johnny Gargano here.
Yeah, the kid probably is a punk, and he's disrespectful during training. Probably didn't subscribe to the network. Watch Johnny's matches in that tag team tournament. I'm going to open my own wrestling school.
That sounds like a scam waiting to happen.
Online classes. You don't even have to bump in the ring or nothing. Don't got to run the ropes, get raspberries and strawberries on you or nothing. Got online classes available.
Nice shirt. Now Gargano on the outside just decimating Carson.
Oh, look at look at Johnny wrestling, taunting Carson's family. Ah. He said, come over here, old man, and I'll smack you like I'm gonna chop your boy, like your great grandson. Uh-oh. Gargano's over here.
Oh, coming over our way.
Oh, he's gonna chop him on this side too. Oh, Lordy.
Always forget Johnny Gargano, a southpaw, a lefty.
Do that again!
Oh! Yeah, you don't tell Johnny Gargano that.
You talk about something awoken in Johnny Gargano. I think something is awoken in Brian Carson. And Johnny Gargano's trying to put it to sleep.
Yeah, Carson, he may have got mad, but... Oh, wait a minute, drop kick.
Blade time might be over for Gargano. Maybe he wasn't taking Carson a little bit too serious, but now Carson first to his feet.
You can't tell me you really think that the match is in jeopardy here, do you?
Big splash in the corner.
Wow, retribution, but that may come back to haunt you, son.
Scorpion punch, side backbreaker. Is that his version? I thought he was going to go to the second rope with the elbow.
He will. Scorpion punch. He calls it the sharpshooting punch.
Oh, he does?
Yeah. Same move as a scorpion, but speaking of scorpions. Wait. Well, Johnny was ready.
And listen, Johnny Gargano knows what Brian Carson can do because he taught him everything that he knows.
And he didn't teach him everything he knows.
That's
in front of
right.
Johnny.
Kick right to the face on Carson.
Oh!
Springboard into the DDT.
And he told him too.
I don't want to say that was a lackadaisical cover, but either way, Carson kicking out, showing a lot of heart, showing a lot of perseverance here in this contest. Gargano almost laughing at the fact that
He was
Carson kicked
laughing.
out.
He's laughing at Carson's family, who's beside themselves. Carson's getting to his feet, though. Hey, Johnny, I don't know. He's taking a lot of time. I mean, he knows how much time he can take. He's been in there all... I was right. Johnny wasn't ready for this.
About 11 years ago, I was at a Ring of Honor show, and they had a teacher versus student match on that, and both of those guys are out of the business.
Oh.
Done. Hopefully that fate does not befall either one of these competitors. Johnny Gargano's got a huge future ahead of him. Brian Carson, a victory here could skyrocket him, as I mentioned before. Third time the charm. Going with a sharpshooter. He's got him in the center of the ring. Gargano trying to fight him. He's got him locked up.
Oh, no, he gave him the rock version. Give him the shitty rock version. Wait, he's modifying it. And Johnny's not going to tap from this.
Johnny's scrambling to get to the ropes.
Yeah.
He's trying to do what he does very easily. Folks, as you can see, and again, I hate to point this out, but Carson did not have the hold locked down properly.
Well, he's excellence personified, though. Because he was lacking in his execution there.
I don't know what to say about that.
Carson don't know what to do right here. I think he's getting lost. You're on a big stage, pal. You talking to him now?
Candace does not love you.
Oh. Well, can't talk about his candy that way.
Are you allowed to call her that?
Johnny kicked his face. That was him that said it. I just repeat things. Glitch.
Gargano seems to be not himself in this contest, and it's remarks like that out of Carson. Both men resorting to desperation tactics in this contest, looking for the win. And Gargano, flurry of offense.
Look, if you're Gargano, you can talk about Carson's family. If you're Brian Carson, you cannot talk about Johnny Gargano's family, his personal life, his girlfriend, whatever.
Carson
You haven't earned it.
Go up and over.
Carson's never going to get over.
He tweaked his knee coming up and over Johnny like that.
My knee. My knee. My knee, potato.
Well, it's unfortunate.
Oh, God.
Oh, Gargano, I mean, showing compassion.
Oh, God.
Well, staff out here tending to Brian Carson.
Folks, he really...
Oh!
Wow.
You know, Johnny Gargano, he might be the only person in the building that fell for it. Tricky! It's like when you have a girlfriend, she's been cheating on you. Everybody else sees it, but you don't want to believe it. Johnny Gargano fell for it.
Folks, I bought that hook, line, and sinker.
I don't fall for anything. I like Brian Carson. I've always liked him. I told you.
This Carson's a real piece of garbage, huh?
Garbage. Garbage. The man has a brain, and he's using it. He knew he could sucker Gargano in. Gargano's all hype. He's not the man he used to be. He's gone soft. And it took a man like Brian Carson to expose the fact to everybody.
Excellent personified, Brian. Say it was pride.
Yeah.
A gleam in your eye. Carson up top.
Get him, Carson. Yeah!
Nice splash.
1, 2, 3! Stay on him, Brian!
Carson using every dirty trick in the book. They should.
Carson, man, you got to stay on him, though. You had a beautiful plan. You executed it perfectly. Now where are we at? You got to follow up.
What's he setting up for here? Is this sweet shin music, maybe?
Chin music, chin music. I don't know what it is.
You have to kick him in the dick? That's what I would do.
Maybe he got some of that shit from that Greg Iron match on his boot. He's just wiping it off. I'm not sure.
I'm sorry. I love you.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I see what he did. But then I see what Johnny did. And now you pissed Gargano off.
And Johnny was made to look ridiculous here by Carson. Johnny wasn't pissed off before. He certainly is now.
Uh-oh!
Lawn dart into the stunner.
Oh! A second cutter! This is it!
God damn this match, I tell you.
Well, I didn't want to like Brian Carson, but I'm starting to come around.
You know, folks, I'll admit it, we both questioned whether Brian Carson should have been in this match or not, and he has proven us wrong.
He's got to win, though, because you don't get title shots if you lose matches. You get title shots when you win matches.
One
so
more
you
time.
got to win.
He's going to the top for that big splash. He connected with it once.
Took a little too much time. Hey, actually, he should have just not went to the top. I know he figured he had to hit him with something big, but...
Maybe should have went for the sharpshooter again.
I'm glad he went to the top, and this is why right here. Oh, big Macho Man elbow, no! Oh, there's no escape.
Look at the gleam in Gargano's eye.
He's got a tap, and he tapped.
A hell of a contest. A hell of a singles debut.